What's up, soldiers? Thanks for joining me on this video today. We're going to be talking about a compound that you can use to help regrow and repair your joints, overcome injuries, and build a stronger, more resilient body. This compound is a peptide called BPC 157. Now, before we go any further, none of this is advice or medical advice in any way. This video is strictly for educational and informative purposes. BPC 157 is something that's getting much more popular. The reality is it just works, and it works really well with almost zero side effects. So what is it? BPC 157 is short for body protective compound, and it's one of these peptides, which are just a chain of constructed amino acids that are put together in a specific formulation to have a desired result. So BPC goes to protect your body and rebuild ligaments, tendons, all of your connective tissues. But on the other end, there are also peptides such as Wegovy, Ozempic, the GLP-1s, and those are completely different results, but it's still under this chain of peptides. BPC is specifically a pentadecapeptide, which just means it is a chain of 15 amino acids in its stable form. So what this does is a few things, right? So first, it creates angiogenesis, which allows for the formation of new blood vessels. So when we're trying to treat injuries or just strengthen our joints, one of the biggest concepts that you need to apply to your training is to get blood flow into that area. So a lot of times what happens though is we have some sort of blockage or stiffness as a result of that injury or whatever trauma is happening there. So you can't efficiently deliver blood, deliver nutrients, and allow that area to recover. So BPC right out the gate is going to actually form new blood vessels. So it's not only going to open up the highway, but it will make it a little bit bigger to get a better, more efficient recovery to that area. This also promotes faster healing of ligaments and tendons. Because again, amino acids, what they do in different forms is they break down and essentially form building blocks for certain areas. So branched chain amino acids, right, are going straight into your muscles to help starting to rebuild some of those micro tears that we're making in proper training. That's how it's supposed to go. But this actually goes directly into your connective tissues. Very important, because when we train, our connective tissues actually recover a lot slower than our muscles. Our muscles recover rather quickly. Let's say you have an extremely intense, very demanding workout. On the extreme ends, muscles can recover takes up to 72 hours. Connective tissues can take up to a week, or an extreme example, sometimes 10 to 14 days. But your nervous system takes sometimes up to 3 to 4 weeks to fully recover. Now, that's only in extreme examples, but I want you to remember, as we talk about in a lot of videos, you should be implementing regular strategic deloads into your programming so that you do not get to the extremes. Those periods allow you to get full body recovery in all of those different areas, so you can take one step back and 3 steps forward continuously, right? But moving back into this, BPC also reduces inflammation. So when we have those feelings, let's say you've got a really stiff, sore, swollen knee, it's going to help reduce that just a little bit. So again, we're getting that blood flow and connective tissue healing just by dropping some inflammation. Now, there's more to it. Collagen synthesis. So collagen is a compound that also helps rebuild, restructure, and strengthen your connective tissues. Our bodies make it in some form, right? But when we supplement it or have a supplement that helps build it up, we're going to continue to regrow and repair even faster. As a matter of fact, I have found that actually supplementing collagen with the BPC together makes this work almost twice as fast. That is purely anecdotal experience, but I definitely noticed the difference. If you've ever taken collagen, you might even see little things such as your hair starts to get a little fuller, could be your beard, your nails might grow a little faster. So it's really cool stuff. I really like collagen as well. Now, a weird side effect of this is it actually heals people's gut. It helps you digest better and have effective BMs and efficiently digest your foods. Wild. So some people can actually take this just for gut health alone. Now, all about connective tissues. The last thing this does is it protects and heals nerve tissues. So again, we have to think about all of these structures that are going on the inside of our body. Our connective tissues, ligaments, and tendons. Some attach muscle to joint, some attach joint to this, but you have a lot of those around your nerve tissues, specifically in your spine. So there are connective tissues in many different ways, all throughout your entire system, specifically your spine, which is the electric highway for nerves and motor signals. So this will actually just help you be a better strength athlete in general, because when that spine and all those nerve tissues are safe and protected and strong, you're going to be able to fire harder and fire more efficiently and just have better positioning overall because of a solid spine. Now, BPC works globally and locally. This means that you can take it to have a full body effect, but there is some evidence that shows that if you do an injection closer to the site of the problem, it will be shuttled into that area a little quicker. This is up for debate. I have not ever done any site injections personally for this. I do it globally, and I tend to find that it works pretty well. So if you were to do a local site injection, you would want to still do this subcutaneous type injection. Just pinch a little bit of fat, have an insulin small needle, insert it in and inject it as close to the site as possible. Now make sure you're not doing it into any muscles or anything like that. I'll give you an example. Elbow. I'll just pinch just a little bit of skin here and make it happen. But globally, you can just do it in your stomach, into your upper abdominal fat, and it'll be absorbed and work throughout the entire body. I like to take this stuff kind of year round to help me recover and regrow faster. I do take a little bit more if I have something that's bugging me, but just for full body recovery so I can recover harder and train better, I like the global approach. Once again, all information is for entertainment purposes only, but my recommendation is that if you were going to do this, it really works particularly well when you combine with vitamin C and collagen to enhance results. So vitamin C just helps your body further produce more collagen. So what we're looking to do with all of this is put our body in a state where we are building all of these things that help to regrow and rebuild your connective tissues. So that's it. If you're interested in a protocol on exactly how much to do, when to do it, you can check it out on my private community at clubstrongman.com. There's a link in the bio for it, but I hope this was informative and you learned a little bit about this. As always, do your own research. This is a new Wild West territory of all of these peptides, but this is one that is not going away anytime soon because it works really, really well. So to find out how to use it, clubstrongman.com. See you on the